Welcome back to the UKLC. We're actually going to our final game of the day and final game of week 5 as well. It is BTXL taking on Demise. They have the chance to go 10-0, continue their unbeaten streak. Demise obviously not in the best position in the league. Neither have they performed the best in the league. Oak's just laughing at me.
It was just a rough game yesterday.
It was,
Demise, up against Fnatic, and now they have to go up against XL. And the question's going to be, will it be a better game? Can they show promise? Against a last matchup, it wasn't too stellar.
No, they didn't draft particularly, I guess, thoughtfully versus Fnatic. They kind of went full late game and expected to just get through the laning phase and be okay with it, but didn't really work out that way. The bot lane was an absolute disaster for Demise. I mean, that was pretty much all I can say about it. And Kerberos, whilst he was doing okay, eventually he had the hammer turned to him, and he was also then put under the thumb. So yeah, I think Demise just need to sort of say, okay, look, we need something to contest with the laning prowess of these teams. Otherwise, we're just going to get stomped.
I feel like if you're the weaker team, just run at them in the early game, see what happens. If you lose, you lose. That's the way I see it. BTXL 9-0. Eminem did nearly beat them, so maybe they're concerned about that. They've instantly banned away the Yuumi, so not letting that one go through again. Obviously, it's a powerful pick. Dragdog's played it a ton. It's not just for that, but clearly understanding how devastating it can be. Last game they played against Eminem yesterday.
I don't think the Shyvana is the go-to pick for Rolfchen if you want to go up against one of the top, the top teams that has a more active jungler as well. I think the Shyvana is just so dead weight for like 6 levels at least, and then even in post 6 she's only good in skirmishing and counter ganking rather than being more proactive
and farming, and
farming.
Also taking objectives solo, and also farming.
Yeah,
and some more farming,
which is not so good when you need to help your laners against the better lane opponents.
Which I didn't really like. That's the thing. I feel like they need a better identity with clear win conditions in the draft. It's against XL. It's going to be hard, but I'd like to see an area of the map that can contest early, mid priority. I'd like to see if they have scaling, pick a lane, top a bot, and then the other one gives some strength so you can play around it in the early stages of the game and transition later on. That's what I'd like to see. If it pans out is another question.
Again, going through the draft, set banned, Syndra banned, so no easy mid lane for Zwaren to pick up. We'll see how they follow up. Ornn, obviously, likely going to be the final ban, unless Sendo has no intention of picking it, then we'll see what XL decide to ban themselves. It's going to be the Jarvan, so I imagine just the Ornn to finish things up here for Demise.
Yeah, it would be a bit ambitious to leave that one open. We saw Envision did that up against XL and paid for it dearly. Misfortune, Aphelios still options. Could see that prioritized first and foremost for Deadly. The Yorick being hovered here is kind of a note. It's going to be the Misfortune though. Makes sense. It was the one or the AD carry that Matty played to put a lot of pressure on Rabstar yesterday, and obviously we know that Deadly loves Misfortune, has played it a lot in the UKLC so far. It's also an AD carry that does really well with solo experience and solo gold, so he's very happy to take that. Yeah, so the question is going to be how they're going to answer that. I feel like you can look towards the jungle initially and pick something with priority there. I don't feel like you want to reveal...
Darius is open for Kerberos.
Yeah, you're not going to blind Darius. You need last pick it. They're going to go for a Varus, so something that offers engage against the Misfortune, can sort of trade with her relatively well in terms of the scaling. And your 1 and 2 item spikes are pretty good, so you can actually use them effectively. Obviously, when the Misfortune gets to later stages, she has a crit AD carry, so late game she will sort of outpace you, but Rabstar gives them something to play with in the early levels, which is what I like to see. And then the Ziggs coming out for
the high
Zoran.
priority. It's been in 3 games, I think, so far across the day.
Yeah, it's broken.
Finally, people are waking up.
People are learning that Ziggs is just strong, but we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, gives a ton of wave clear, gives an element of scaling, and we did say, what did I say? I said a lane that you can play around. They have the Varus ult bot lane, mid priority, so 2 ticks so far. And BTXL are going to look for the Gragas, so something that can definitely threaten these immobile carries.
And then Yasuo for special, which generally...
something that can threaten the Ziggs.
Yeah, he does sometimes have that taken away from him in the second draft phase, but he just says, okay, Gragas, Yasuo, great combo, let's lock it in.
Yeah, instantly locked in. And this makes things a little bit difficult. So what you can do is you can take a jungler to answer the Gragas. You could take a top laner, ban away counters. You could take a support, ban away counters. I feel like the jungle's like the safest option here. But it looks like they're going to take the support option and look to punish the support pool. Could it be a possibility? Switch to the Leona last second.
Yeah, so it's going to be the Leona over the Braum here.
It makes sense because I don't really like the blind Braum, although it means like you're going to have to be playing really quite aggressive to sort of punish this Misfortune, which I like. I mean, I said I wanted to see them have a lane to play around. Misfortune is a dash AD carry, so you can land that CC at level 6 and punish it.
I'm happy so far. Demise have drafted like I'd hoped they would.
And they banned Thresh to take that away from Kasing, something that's pretty solid into the Leona. Or at least I hope that's what they do.
Well, potentially. They're going to ban the Braum first and foremost. Now, XL, you can target the jungle towards Rolfchen specifically.
What are you taking away from Rolfchen here? You get rid of some of the sort of the top tier ones that are left, like the Lee Sin and the...
He did play the Echo, which can be quite finicky, especially if you're playing these engaged champions and Echo dives on top of Misfortune. It can be difficult. Olaf as well, really good in the Gragas, specifically in that matchup. Lee Sin and Rek'Sai less concerning for the Gragas, although Rek'Sai can sometimes be a problem. You could just throw one of the Shyvana if you're concerned about that, but I wouldn't really be in this situation. So Demise, they can look towards the Thresh. I feel like that's one that sticks out and is obvious, but they could go in a different direction. They could even look towards Sendo in terms of top laners he might pick that could be troublesome.
Yeah, it's going to be the Nautilus banned away here. So I assume Kasing just takes Thresh in this scenario, but that would just be my uninformed opinion. We'll see what the final ban's going to be here for VTXL. I assume another jungle ban. In fact, it's going to be the Kale, so taking that away from Kerberos potentially.
So now you'd kind of expect the jungler to be picked up here. I feel like there's a variety of options. The Echo is something we saw Rolfchen bring out. He's actually going to go for the Kha'Zix here. So does scale well. Lots of assassin play you can use to try and jump on special or deadly. But ultimately, it's not the best gank in the levels, but it's not also as bad as Shyvana. So
classic Demise draft as well, giving Kerberos the edge in the counter pick over Sendo. Again, Darius still up on the table, something that we know he's been spamming in solo queue. So if he finds a matchup that is positive for the Darius, then that might be good. Gangplank comes through. How does that matchup work for Darius?
I feel like Gangplank, like if the Darius gets on top of you, you're going to struggle a little bit, but Gangplank can kind of hold his own before 6. At 6, it gets really precarious. But you know, I feel like Gangplank offers a lot to the team. And you can just sit back and just sort of play wary, use the barrels.
Press Q.
It's kind of only if you get in the face of Kerberos that you're actually going to be threatened and go down.
We'll see what Kasing decides to do. It's the Morgana for Kasing. Okay, interesting. Haven't seen a Morgana support in quite some time, but that is what's going to get locked in right here.
Yeah, and it means that in the Leona matchup, if they're ahead, they're really strong because it's very hard to sort of engage onto a Morgana. But if they're behind, you can essentially just you E onto the Morgana or the Misfortune, and then you just switch to the other target and stun them. So kind of limits the effectiveness of this Morgana if they can get a lead and they have multiple CC available between both Varus and the Leona. And actually,
it gets locked in.
Seeing the Tryndamere.
It was banned against him yesterday. Fnatic actually banned the Tryndamere against Kerberos. He's going to run Ghost Flash.
This is all or nothing, right? This is Kerb's going to split push to win.
That's basically what Tryndamere does.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, you can, if you go the CDR build, you can actually be a threat in team fights because your dash is on a short cooldown.
I would almost say it's more threatening than Fiora in a team fight situation. Like I always prefer, I would prefer a Tryndamere and a Fiora.
Problem is there's a ton of CC on BTXL, which is the biggest issue for Tryndamere. If you get binded by Kasing and you have to ult in the bind,
and then you just sat there just like, I'm dead after.
Angrily growling at them as they're just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, at least Fiora's got riposte for some of the CC, I suppose.
Yeah, so it sort of depends on the situation, but if you do have the cooldown available, if you can find a good flank, it can serve in team fights. But to me, this is very much Kerb going, I'm going to try kill Sendo several times and then kill towers. And unfortunately, this is patch 10.4, because patch 10.5, melee champions do even more damage to towers.
And Ravenous Hydra got buffed.
And Blade of the Rune King got buffed, so maybe it could have been even more effective. But for now, with 10.4, Kerb's brought out the Tryndamere. Last time I saw him play Tryndamere, he went like 0-9 or something like that.
So it's good omens,
so,
right?
You know, we'll see.
This is a classic Kerberos as well. Classic Kerberos.
All or nothing.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what, guys? Give me the belt.
He's gone King Tryndamere.
King Tryndamere. That's an old school skin. It's
wow. It's King Tryndamere against Sultan Gangplank.
Wow. It's like an Age of Empires.
It literally is. When you look at the pictures in the loading screen, it looks like an Age of Empires. It looks like when you pick your like leader, it looks like that.
This is me when I get battered by my mate who just spams spearmans. Okay, right, we're into game. Oh, God, I have a friend. I'll tell you the story in a minute when we jump into game.
he just does it every time. Like you know when you have a friend that has a game and he's like, oh come on, it's gonna be fun, we can play, just play a casual game, and then he's like low-key smurfing the game, and then you're like, I want to go into a game of Age of Empires that I've never played before or played very little, and then he just comes at me like 5 minutes with armies of spearmen, kills my base, and goes, that was fun. It's like, I didn't build anything. I'm already dead.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about with that. That's definitely not me.
That actually is something that I can fully imagining you doing. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, in all honesty, yeah. Excel trying to look for a level 1 invade here on the back of the binding. Actually, Tax is going for a long flank. This is Wolfjun can die here, realistically. So Zoran's AFK.
Zoran's AFK.
The body's he's dead.
He's dead. And he's gone down.
Taxa goes for the long flank, and Demise were caught sleeping, in all honesty. Literally caught sleeping.
Literally, both Rolfchen and Zwyren.
Yeah. And they literally ping out his path like he must have gone this way. Yes, he did go that way. We were watching. Unfortunately, you weren't. So have to care for the level 1 invades. It's one of the strengths that you can have with the Gragas. You can dash over the wall. Rabstar's going for a ward. I don't think you can do more than that.
Morgana's binding does last for 6 years.
And actually, look what Gragas has been able to pick up with that gold.
Oh, wow. Okay, he's already got the boot. I mean, that first gank's going to be insane.
Yeah, already got that Predator. It won't be available instantly, but when it does come up, that's a massive tool to have before you've even recalled. So, good start for XL already, but they don't have a Tryndamere on their team.
No, they don't. And then Kerberos has said, Sendo, fight me. 1v1. Just me and you, no ganks.
Oh, and you know what I hate about Tryndamere? It's the fact he has crit level 1. Do you remember when everyone used to run like a 1% crit rune?
Oh,
there you go, look at the crit.
Look at the crit, it's disgusting, isn't it?
Everyone used to run a 1% crit rune, and there'd be sometimes in lane, you just get that 1% crit and you just win. Tryndamere feels like that. It's a little less like that, because obviously it's in his kit and it's like 35%.
Oh, he's just slapping.
But it's pretty annoying.
Special takes a turret shot and actually misses the tornado there. Did a lot of good work. I think Rabstar gets a load of damage onto Deadly. I think they just got level 2'd in this situation.
Yeah, they actually burnt the cleanser as well. Deadly chunked out, and this is the problem with the Morgana. If you're getting pressured up, not a ton you can do. A root doesn't actually stop the enemy AD carry from doing damage.
Nope.
You'll still be able to chunk out, which is why Morgana, she's a kind of win more champion. If you're ahead, you can't CC Deadly or Special. The binding locks people down for you to kill, but if she's behind, they'll just keep killing you through that, even though they can't CC you or they can't walk forwards.
Rabstar putting pressure on Deadly now. They know they've hurt him. And if he steps up, Dragdar will even just go on through the Black Shield.
They've hit him, they hit his feelings, is the more important thing.
But they don't have Tryndamere, so they're already in a bad spot.
Yep.
And do you know who does have Tryndamere?
Demise?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's potentially going to be the difference maker here. So mid lane, a little bit rough so far for Zoran, getting shoved in quite heavily by Special, who has been really solid in Yasuo from what we saw from his last game on this champion.
Yeah.
Which I believe that was actually against Demise as well. But that was when they had Monkeys. And it was when Zoran played the Kiana and Rolfchen played the... No, it wasn't. It was Monkeys played the Elise.
That's going to be the Black Shield coming out because he just gets out nicely there. Deadly's managed to regain a lot of his HP just through that Doran's Blade, so he should be pretty happy. Special was having a good lane versus Zwyren, but he did take tower shot and also missed a tornado, so he essentially gave away a lot of some of that early trading that he had.
But he is up on farm. He's up, and there's a bigger wave going towards him, so he will have advantages there. Kerberos, when he gets shoved in, not having too much fun, but Taxa, he's pathed into here. He has Predator available. The wave shoving in, though. And it's going to be whether or not Demise can avoid this. They shouldn't step up right now. There's no reason to. They can't trade in the minion wave. They just need to kind of concede the pressure.
I think they're going to do just that.
Yep, looks like they're going to. Now, Gragas can stay. They do actually have a ward in the... they're actually freezing, which is nice. But they actually had a ward in the alcove. So they would have spotted Taxa out if he went into there. But he does recall. Ward comes over from Special, so he sees Rolfchen at his rafters. And Zoran, he's going to try and go for a reset here. Doesn't have TP, which we typically see from the Ziggs. Wants exhaust for survivability. So won't be able to reset as quickly. And Rabstar and Dragdar, they have their freeze broken by XL. So
Taxa's going for Rolfchen here. Pop that Predator.
Just the Predator's enough to chase him off. His leap is up in 3 seconds, but he will get far enough away.
Yeah, Taxa will just say, that's fine. I burnt the flash.
Job done.
Some of his execute gank potential down as well. And he picks up the River Scuttler just from the pressure that he generated right there. Special continuing to maintain a CS advantage over Zweiren. It is a lane matchup that can be very difficult for the Ziggs to deal with.
Zweiren wants to reset right now, and he's not finding the opportunity. Speaking of wanting to reset, Kerberos wants to reset out of this lane.
Taxa does have flash, but Kerberos pops the ghost. Very low cooldown summoner as well, so should, fine.
It's not as bad as a flash.
Yeah.
So bearing that, you're okay with. Plus, he's going to hit level 6 soon. We'll have that ultimate available. Gives him more survivability. Zweiren. Tower's starting to take some damage in this situation, so getting a little bit rough right now. And the wind wall blocks the cannon. That hits.
Oh, no.
He's wanted to reset for a while now, but he keeps being stopped, and he doesn't want to give up more farm. And Wolfgen hasn't been mid in a while, so he hasn't been able to help him escort the wave in. It's consistent pressure from Special. I think now Zweiren's finally going to go for the reset, but likely Special's going to try and stop him with a tornado.
He does. Stop him with the tornado.
Yeah. Not fun. This Zweiren really struggling in this mid lane matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Special, when he gets his hands on Yasuo, it's one of his best performing champions, so he's very, very happy to have that.
He just cancelled his recall for no reason.
He's cancelling it again.
I guess he's staying. He just got a biscuit, so there's a consolation prize. It did come in 30 seconds ago, but he might end up using that one.
He doesn't have teleport, I guess. So
yeah.
Rabstar's just dead. No, he's not. He flashes and heals.
He doesn't die, but
he all but dies.
Burns everything for no reason, really. Oh, the satchel. If he had any mana, that could have been something, but it's not. So Special's just going to walk that one out.
He's trying to just put as much pressure on Zweiren as possible. He wants to force him to lose a wave. I think Zweiren is finally going to concede.
It's on a cannon wave, so probably the best time to go for this, but ultimately it gives up a lot of pressure. So XL going to take that dragon. They are ahead in gold. They are ahead in farm in the mid lane and the top lane, and they're going to get this dragon on top of that. Now, I feel like a little bit of mistakes coming out. Zweiren struggling in that matchup in the mid lane, unable to get a reset for a long time. Rabstar burning both his summoners essentially for nothing. But nothing really too much has happened in this early game. It's been pretty slow paced.
Oh, Kerberos dodging out that barrel. But you're right, it's really just, I think it's just been lane sort of skill discrepancies for the most part. Sendo's going to use that cannon barrage just to clear the wave out and shove it into Kerberos. He can't freeze it as effectively.
I think the intention here might be to reset head bot lane, and bot lane are going to reset and come top. So that's why they wanted to shove it in, because their next priority is going to be this Herald that's spawning pretty soon. And you can see Morgana heading up towards this side of the map.
That's exactly what they're going to do. It's a classic play. You take that bot lane objective, you swap your strong side up top, and make sure that you can go again for another big global objective.
Now the reset time is a little bit rough for Deadly because he ends up with a Coalfield and not a DF sword, but he'll take that situation. Now Zweiren, he's actually got the Lost Chapter, so more mana to play with, which is a nice feature. You can see that Demise is going to go for that match in terms of swap, but they're going to be a little bit slow on it. And also, I feel like it's very hard for Demise to ever match on an objective. Because not only are they dealing with potential cannon barrage, but a TP as well from the gangplank. So if you fight, you are committing to a 4v5.
I mean, XL are really trying to make use of their good early laning phase. They're also trying to really make use of the fact that they obviously have that pressure from Sendo that Kerberos won't be able to provide. Kerberos just wants that time to scale up. He wants that time to find the 1v1 and just take those turrets. Unfortunately, hasn't found much opportunity because of the Gangplank's ability to just clear and stall the waves to get many plates here. But still has a bit of time. But Rift Herald will go down without contest. I think, Demise is very well aware that difficult for them to even bother just because of the setup that they've got. Special now going to be targeted by Rolfchen and flashes immediately. Dragdar not level 6, so cannot follow up with the ultimate. And it'll just be Special's flash for nothing.
Yeah, look at the flash, that's nice, but nothing more able to come from it. Special still have the wind wall available, I believe, so that would stop Dragdar from following, but ultimately not willing to chase that one down. That means Rabstar's a little bit lower in the top lane. They get a plate on the back of that, and Deadly Singh looking to continue that pressure.
Zweiren, a little bit low on mana, but like you said, has the Lost Chapter, so able. And Kerberos dodging out there. This is what Kerberos wants, though. Finds that 1v1, immediately has to flash. Kerberos is very happy to continue. He's got his ultimate Sendo. He goes down to the monster that is Kerberos' Tryndamere. There you go, baby. That's why you pick it. Although Deadly just basically returns one in the top side of the map.
Yeah, and that Dragdar,
he's not level 6.
He's stunned before the aggro was taken.
And they'll get a double kill top lane.
Yeah, so all the hype.
It's classic. This is classic. This is so classic for Kerberos, by the way. Oh, guys, I pogged it. And then, oh, wait, no, everyone else is feeding.
It's kind of classic Demise, to be honest. Whenever there's been a split pusher for Kerberos, when he finally does find success, the team are just getting crushed on the other side of the map. So Rapstar goes down, Dragdor does too. They lose top tower. They're 3,000 gold down, but Kerberos got a solo kill, so...
Worth?
No. But it's nice.
Kerberos would say worth.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's now gone the Cloak of Agility. I believe his first item is going to be the Essence Reaver. That CDR, really nice for Trinamere. The Mana Regen really doesn't come into it. It's the crit chance, the CDR are the big factors in this situation.
It looks like they're heading back down as well with no flash and Sendo. Special is ready. Sorry, not special, rather. Rolfchen is ready to just do some work here. Dragdar immediately pops the ultimate. Rolfchen is here. Sendo realizes I don't know what that ultimate's about, mate. You could have saved it. You're going down regardless.
Yeah, but good pick. They're punishing the weak side Sendo, which is pretty nice.
You can see Taxa now. I think Dragdar might just be dead here. Nice black shield from Kasing. They lock him up. Deadly should be able to pick up the kill.
They're handing it over. So they will take him down. No one really in position to sort of combat that. And Demise, they got the kill a bit overzealous. The ult comes down, but that's only going to clear 2 minions. I mean, it clears a wave, but there wasn't really much to work with there. Anyway.
They're going to match Special into Kerberos now.
That's an interesting one. I feel like Kerberos still wins, though.
I think he does. He has got his ultimate available again as well.
No Ghost now, though. Ghost is a big factor in just running them down. But yeah, the big factor with going the Essence Reaver is the crit chance is nice, because obviously, you know, you do more damage when you crit. Oh, speaking of which.
So Aaron doing his best. Nice stop there. The flash not quite pushed back from Taxa.
Able to flash to the other side of the cask and get away.
Yeah.
Still burns a flash from the middle lane. So a good play from just Taxa. But yeah, so Kerberos, more crit chance, obviously more damage, but also stacks up that Fury faster, giving you more crit chance. Basically, it's all around hitting them hard in the face with your sword.
And everyone else not feeding.
Yeah.
Which isn't going so well.
I feel like they could have gone for that, actually.
Yeah, I feel like
he had no cleanse. I would have just ulted there, layered the CC, and he dies surely there.
Even with the black shield from Kasing. Deadly definitely stepped up, and even me, I think I would have gone for it.
I'd have just thrown the Chains of Corruption, just tested Kasing's reactions. He's an old man now. He's been around a while. See if he's still on point with it.
You can see Sendo so reluctant to step up to Kerberos right now. Rapstar's getting wailed on in this bot lane, and Deadly getting the advantage. At 3-0, you'd expect that to be the case. Special's got a nice CS lead over Zweier too. Kind of maintained that for the majority of the game. The next Dragon is up. Don't really think Demise are even in a position to contest.
Objectives, no. Dragons, no. Heralds, no. Towers, no.
Split pushing.
Yes. They just want Kerberos to get strong and carry this game. That's why they picked the Ziggs. He's got a lot of wave clear. He's going to try and stall the game out for Kerv to be strong. So that's the end game.
Basically, how little can Sendo feed? And
basically, Kerberos is Iron Man in this situation.
Yeah, he goes back in again on Sendo, who pops the Ghost once more, chasing him down under turret. Think he's just dead? I think Kerberos may pay for it with his life. No, he flashes. Yeah, he does go down.
He does go down in the end. So a trade, he took a little bit too long, didn't get quite as many crits as maybe he hoped for, but he gets the kill, and this wave now crashes in the tower, burns the cannon barrage, and he gets his Essence Reaver.
Which is a nice item spike for him to begin with. Actually, Sendo did finish Triforce.
And then he went, actually, I think I want Ninja Tabby. And then he's like, wait, do I?
Oh, no, back to Triforce.
Which do I want to die, or do I want to die? I guess I'll probably...
Do I want to die, or do I want to do more damage dying, basically, is the way he's throwing that.
Kerberos, I mean, that was close in all fairness. If Sendo bought a little bit more time, maybe he would have survived that one. But ultimately, Kerberos burnt his flash trying to get out of that one. So Sendo will have flash advantage, which is a big factor.
And Kerberos won't chase him down quite so easily as well. Sendo finally doing a good job of just using the barrels to slow Kerberos down when he's trying to run him down.
Yeah, and also just not dying for a second or two.
Always good. Rolfchen's going to steal away the blue. Sendo tried to get the crit there, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, pretty devastating for Yasuo to lose blue buff because...
he really relies on mana regen.
Yeah, very mana heavy. But Rolfchen's going to take that one away. They're putting control towards the top side. Rapstar's just backing away from that tower. Minions are crashing to it, and they're looking to defend mid.
Taxes pop those preds.
They're looking to play around this Herald. Dragdar, this is not your side of the map anymore.
No, Taxes
Going to chase him down. Will ult and force the flash from Dragda. Don't really know if Demise can contest this.
I don't really know why Dragda was there, but he was. And now pings are coming in. They might actually be looking to contest this.
Do we think they can?
No.
This just seems a bit int from me. Just let it go. And they do. They just let it go. Let Kerberos do some more farming. That's your game plan, Demise.
Yeah. Trinimir hit 6 items.
We're nearly there. 1 or 2 items away.
Been a pretty slow one so far. You know, BTXL is taking their advantages, looking to close it out.
They did this versus Eminem. Obviously, it didn't go as well because Eminem got way better skirmishes versus them, but they kind of just won through map pressure most of the time.
But Sendo having a rough one so far this game, and it's kind of expected, but...
He's up against the might of Tryndamere.
Now, Special potentially might find himself facing up, and Windwall not going to do much for you in this matchup. He does have Summoner's advantage, though.
He does have the... oh, he stepped into his trap card. And the trap card is Tryndamere. Look at those crits. Oh, goodness me. You can't trade a Tryndamere, mate.
No.
Off your trot.
Special just walks off. Not interested. Yeah, 70% crit chance right now with their...
Full rage bar.
Full rage stacked up.
That is disgusting.
Yep.
And now they're like, nope, Sendo, your problem, mate. You go deal with it.
Yeah, you... Special's like, nope, not interested. It's basically going to be the game. We should just Curb point of view.
It literally should just be a whole Curb game.
Oh, they are actually looking to punish him here. Everyone's moving up.
Oh no, Curb. He gets helped out by Taxa.
Taxa's like, there you go. He's got Ghost if he wants to pop it. He does.
He does. Ooh.
And he's going to speed out there. I believe he has Nimbus Cloak as well.
Do you know what he's doing? He's just going quicker to the Krugs.
Yep.
He really
and the tower on the other side, so Zorian actually does punish him in that regard.
The classic split push, the hotshot GG split push. Take stuff on the other side of the map, boys.
You know what Special said in all chat after that little fight? You are skilled.
Look, it takes a lot to get a full rage bar in Tryndamere. Just so you know.
So Kerberos has actually gone for Transcendence for the CDR and the Nimbus Cloak, so he can speed after people more. Surprised to see him not go and Gathering Storm, because that's sort of a rune I attribute to Kerberos. And he now has another quick cloak, so he'll be 90%. Oh, great cast coming out, barrel coming out from Sendo.
Oh, did they just cancel?
It was a satchel.
Ah, it was a satchel. That was good. Really nice satchel. Rabstar does dodge out, but they do end up getting the mid lane tier 1. Rabstar forced to flash once more. And there we go. They'll pick up another turret here. Kerberos is not in split push mode right now. What's going on?
No, I think he's trying to position to help the team. A little bit concerned about them losing everything.
before he gets the chance to split push this game into a win.
Yeah.
They are going to push the bot lane tier 2, and I just don't think there's anything that Demise can do about it. In fact, they're not even just going to split push. They're going to pop the Herald here as well.
And they keep switching sides of the map, and it makes it very difficult for Kerberos, because he just wants to sit in one lane and keep pushing, and he's not really being given that opportunity. So right now, Theo Dragon going to be taken by BTXL. Don't think Demise is going to contest this one.
But
they have a Tryndamere.
Curb might get the top lane turret.
Yeah.
And that's the first brick in the wall that you need to take out.
Yep. Well, he only actually has 4 more turrets till he's hitting the Nexus.
Exactly.
So...
He's actually Deadly moving back up. Deadly, I wouldn't step up. Oh, he's just found him. He said, you know what, Sendo, step into my territory, and I'm going to try and take the kill. Flashes in, onto Deadly. Has got that ultimate. Deadly! It's a 2v1, but the turret is too much. Deadly will get the kill. I don't know, Kev. You might be able to commit for that, mate.
Wait, Ulfton's looking now. The bomb.
Ulfton's... Oh, the arcane. Kerberos does it. What a madman.
He's just 1v9 in this game.
He's just 1v9 in this game, boys.
This is Kev saying, look, we've tried your way. We've tried the normal way of League of Legends. Now we're playing Kerberos top lane split push Tryndamere or bust.
And they get the turret, so job done.
Yep. 2 kills, turret, shut down on Deadly. It's going great.
How close are we to Infinity Edge right now for Tryndamere? I want to have a look at the gold. He's only got 400, a bit all the way off yet.
Yeah, quite a while, but a lot of summoners been there. You know, got the flash from, well, just a flash from Sendo, Deadly, sorry, but big one to take away from the misfortune if they can find an opportunity to punish. And even if Demise lose this game, I like what they're bringing out here. That's the main thing we take away.
It's different, right? It's different for any other team.
Now, Kerberos move back to the bot lane. Gonna look to push up there. Actually pop the Predators, but I don't think he's gonna find much. Now the question is, who are they gonna send against Kerberos now? Sendo's not having fun.
Who can you send against the king, mate?
Special, he's still 0 death, so I don't think he wants to sort of
ruin his KDA.
Yeah.
He's KDA player, we know that.
It looks like they're trying to crash this wave in the top lane, but Zoran's going to move up. He is playing Zig, so... Oh, all the minions now gone.
He's got the Ludens spike.
Yeah, there you go.
Kerberos is just like, this is my jungle. And he is looking for Sendo. He's looking for Sendo. And Sendo's just going to take a load of damage. Kerberos does it once again. The absolute madman. He right-clicked his way through that one.
What a player. I'm just... the mechanical prowess it takes.
How do you beat this man? You can't.
You know, scientists hate him for just this in-depth study of League of Legends that has developed this unbeatable strategy.
Are you struggling in solo queue? Do you need help? Well, the School of Kerberos...
Sendo's like, yes, yes.
The School of Kerberos has the answer for you. Just pick Tryndamere and right-click.
Yep, literally. I mean, in credit to him, he has been finding these great windows to punish them. Like, purposely looking for opportunities where Sendo is alive.
He's like, get out, Rolfchen.
This is mine.
I need the gold.
I think he's trying to get Infinity Edge.
Yeah,
that's what he's looking for. But he's basically just like, he finds these opportunities where Sendo is alive and somewhere on the map that isn't the fountain, and he can just take him out. So
Kerberos doesn't have ultimate though, so I don't think he's going to want to try and go toe-to-toe with Sendo right now.
No, this is so if you're looking about the in-depths of Tryndamere, what normally happens is you ask yourself, do I have ultimate? Yes or no? And then you play around that.
Kerberos now trying to get locked up here. Doesn't have that ultimate. Oh, does have the ultimate available now if he wants it. That's very low cooldown, actually. He does pop it, and in comes Rolfchen. Kerberos now. He's going to get special. You can't beat him. You can't beat him. This man is a monster.
He's just too good.
He's just too good.
He's just too good. Unstoppable. Kerberos. King Kerberos, sorry. He's going to head back to base.
And 6 at mid lane 2-1. Rabstar, unfortunately, is going to let the side down. Well, almost let the side down. Does get out with the heal, actually.
I feel like every single time anything happens at the side lane, we just tune back in to Rabstar burning a summoner spell. It's like an inevitability.
Infinity Edge, double dag. This is, look, I'm actually worried for XL. Genuinely.
Well, we have to think back to where it went wrong for them. And step one...
You let Kerberos have Tryndamere. What can you do against this man?
Well, it's pretty good on red side. That's the big thing, the counter pick. There's some big crits coming in now for Kerberos. I think he's going for another reset. See what he will pick up. Could go towards a Zeal item, although at this point he's pretty close to cap, so I think he's going to go towards a Stinger for some more CDR, so he's now going to be at 40% for really low cooldown dashes and his ultimate. And then he will build that into a Triforce for the extra damage. They found Sendo potentially, but you might have been found yourself because Gragas is there too.
Yeah, basically... No one in front. Oh, I think this might be. No, he's fine. Oh, he's.
I mean, is Kasing fine?
Yeah, he's got the black shield still, so he manages to negate the.
But I'm trying to emphasize the damage. So.
Yeah, the damage is too good. Dragdar and
the knockback.
Dragdar and Rabstar are just gonna die, and Kerberos is like, guys, this is just not the game. What are you doing, Rolfchen? That's just not gonna work, is it? Sendo though has to be careful. Zyron is still untouched. Looking for a 1v1 with special here as Rolfchen just dies. Kerberos has said, wait a second, I see low HP bars, but the CC is too much for the Tryndamere. He's going to back off, let them take the dragon. That's dragon cell completed.
Yeah. Does that really change how Kerberos is playing, though?
No.
Not really. He's looking for kills now, though.
He's waiting.
Taxa's not the best target, though. He has CC.
Yeah, no, you don't want to lock into Taxa.
Yeah, I think ultimately Rabstar and Dragdar are really struggling in the sense that they die. So that's not great, but no, Kerberos still doing Kerberos things.
Taxa doesn't quite land the
It's just, so whenever you auto-attack, you reduce the cooldown off your spin. And because he has 40% CDR, the cooldown off it at the moment is now 4.8 seconds.
So he can basically spin, attack, attack.
So it's whenever you crit, the cooldown's reduced. And obviously he's working at pretty high crit chance, especially with his Fury stacked up. If you crit against a champion, it's reduced by 2 seconds. So you know when you saw him escaping Taxa and he would auto-Taxa, then he'd, it's just the cooldown's so low. And it makes him extremely hard to ever pin down. And he has now got almost the most gold in the game, slightly behind Deadly still, but doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, and he's going to head back into a side lane.
Imagine if they'd started doing this from day one.
They probably would have found a win somewhere. They're going to send 5 or 4 people down to deal with Kerberos, who's now immediately gets targeted. Flash has to come out to dodge the binding. Unfortunately, you can do this if you're a Demise because, there's nothing. You're not going to lose Baron versus XL at this point in time. You can send members down, and then you're going to lose nothing on the rest of the map for it.
I think you got the names mixed up.
Yeah.
You can do this as XL.
Yes, the split push happens, and Special finds a 1v1 versus a Rapstar.
Yeah, it just seems like Rapstar. It's either burning summoners or dying. Whenever anything happens in the side lane, we just tune back in. Like, oh, I wonder what happened on this channel. Oh, Rapstar's burning someone. Oh, Rapstar's dying. So maybe less of that would be better for this team.
We just need to clone Kerberos and put 5 Kerberoses in the team.
But you can't. You can only pick Tryndamere once.
Maybe you can pick Darius. You could pick Triforce Cho'Gath.
Maybe you could play one for all. 5 Kerberoses with Tryndamere.
Why is that not the competitive mode for the UKLC?
I don't know. I've asked them. I've regularly asked them, and they've just refused to change it to that. So a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see. Maybe next year.
Kerberos now heading back down towards the bottom side of the map. It obviously is Baron now being hovered around. Phage has picked up, so that's going to give more chase down potential for Kerberos. He's going to have
movement speed.
That big movement speed bonus.
Also, attack damage for attacking.
Yeah, also good. And that scales, you know what scales really well with critical strike? Attack damage.
Yes, or nailed it. Right, so Kerberos has found himself in familiar territory, the side lane. He's going to check this brush, and he's going to wait there. And then he's going to leave.
We're doing a David Attenborough of Kerberos.
Basically.
And here we find Kerberos in his natural environment, in the side lane. It is mating season for the Kerberos.
He's actually hoping to find some prey, but unfortunately he won't because everyone's on the other side of the map. So Kerberos is going to start hitting the tower. And this is the sign for BTXL to start the Baron because it's 5v4 and the 4 aren't super strong. But the poke from Ziggs might be enough.
Do you know what? Just stop them from backing. Let them have Baron, but just stop them from backing because Kerberos is about to take the entire base.
You just need Rolfton to steal. That is the criteria here.
Special goes in, immediately gets exhausted, but still has the damage to make it happen. Rapstar, yeah, come on, mate, you got the kill. There you go. Shutdown goes on to Special. He gets it! Oh, yes! It's all coming up Kerberos as he takes the bottom lane inhibitor turret. Oh, my word. Demise, you absolute machine.
Rapstar, what are you
Dying,
doing?
just like in the D&D podcast of the LEC. It doesn't matter what's happening on the rest of the map, Rapstar dies.
Oh, you steal Baron, Kerberos gets an inhibitor, and Rapstar dies.
Yep.
Oh, God. This game really is something.
This is absolutely beautiful for Kerberos. But I
think this is my favorite game in the split so far.
I think this is my favorite game in the split so far.
It just needs to keep going.
Oh, he's got the Triforce,
He's got the Triforce. Now,
the plumage for our Kerberos is fully alive.
He's level 17. So he has maxed out his abilities other than his ult, because obviously with Tryndamere, ult isn't actually that big of a priority to put points into. Does give you more rage when you activate it, but he doesn't really care too much about that. But now, he was at 30% cooldown, he was already at 40% with Stinger, but he has the extra proc damage from the Triforce. He's in a good spot. My pings are coming out, they're concerned about
They're concerned about the I would be too. That's a 3-item, very expensive 3-item Tryndamere as well. It's not like he's just picked up a load of cheap items.
Yeah, it's not like 3 Doran's Blades.
Yeah.
It's not like full build Misfortune on 3 Doran's Blade. This is full build, well, not full build, but core items Tryndamere looking good.
I think he can actually 1v3. If he dodges the Morgana binding, I think he can 1v3.
There's no Zon. Oh, there's a stopwatch for Kasingna. That might turn it around. Wait, he needs to recall?
They're formatting this.
The press jumps?
Oh, he gets it. That's Kasing using the ultimate there. They're going to chain the CC together, trying to keep themselves as far away as possible. He does dive in, but he will eventually go down after about 50 ultimates were used.
And they get him, and it's now 30 seconds until the Elder, and they've cleared away the Tryndamere, so this is the big thing. Kasing critical there, and find him in, but Sendo might be in trouble.
Sendo's somehow now got 7 kills. It doesn't matter, because I think he's going to die. Should do. Yep, the shutdown will go down to Rolfchen. Where did the 7 kills for Sendo come from?
So I think 7 times members of Demise died and he got the credit.
Yeah, no, got it.
There you go. That's what I'm here for. That's the analysis.
Absolutely needed that one.
Yeah, so now it's a 4v4 on the map, but Kerberos spawns sooner. he doesn't have TP, but he's have Ghost.
Without Kerberos, you can just knock about 10k gold off Demise's total lead. So
I mean, they have Rabstar, I guess, but not sure how much that's counted for at the moment.
It's almost a Rabadon for Zyra.
Okay, so Kerberos is spawning soon, but then Sendo has a TP to close the gap, so I think XL just going to start this one up, and the question is, will Demise push in and contest, or is this another steal for Rolfchen?
He's looking for it.
Now, the ult can come down from Zoran to check this one.
The ult does come down. Oh, it does go to Deadly, though. That's the Elder Dragon confirmed. Rolfchen should try and escape here. He should be able to get out. The Rabstar with the zoning ultimate. And DTXL will take it, but Kerberos is coming in. I don't think...
Great turnaround from Kasing.
Yeah, because he doesn't get slowed. Yeah, but Kerberos is still going here. I think you have to be so careful as Rolfchen dives in. Taxa lands a load of CC and goes down. Now Kerberos ready to start taking some basic attacks. Great stopwatch coming out, rather Zonya's. And I think Kerberos just dies.
The Elder Buff just keeps firing off, but he doesn't die.
Oh, no, he was just angrily yelling at them, stuck in the CC. I think this might just be game almost for XL. They could definitely push down and take a lot of the base.
So just, you kept seeing, the noise from the Elder Buff, the pa, pa. Looking for a Rabstar.
And he's dead.
Yeah. Well, it was fun.
At least there's consistency from Demise.
Yeah. I'm not sure where to go from that one.
Is this game over for Demise? I mean, you've got 30 seconds on the majority of the team members. I think this might just be game over. They're looking for the base. Deadly's very stacked right now. He's got a lot of damage.
And I mean, anyone who does show up, they're going to be dealing with the Elder Buff.
Yeah.
So I think this is game.
That's a shame, because we were in a good spot here. They're going to go for a last chance saloon engaged. Actually, Rolfchen picks up one, but immediately gets ulted by Special. They don't want to have anything to do with the Tryndamere. They're going to kill the Nexus before he's back. What a game.
What a League of Legends experience. They can't kill Kerberos in the fountain. They want him.
They really, really do. But
they get him.
They get him eventually. The Elder Buff doing its work. They'll get the win. Goodness gracious me. Probably my favorite game of the UKLC.
I don't think anyone had fun there, apart from Kerb. Kerb had a blast. Unfortunately, it's not enough to bring out the win. But you got to think, if Demise had done this the whole time, they probably would have got more Tryndamere bans. But they may have got more wins. Ultimately,
I think Tryndamere is getting banned every game now.
Yeah, I don't think ever want to face up against that again. Kerberos doing a mountain share work. Credit to Rolfchen for the steal on Baron, which obviously extended things. Zoran as well, doing a good job of playing Wave Clear Simulator, or Farming Simulator. Rabstar.
he was in the game. He was in the game.
Was there? It was.
Oh, I feel so harsh. I shouldn't, but it was bad.
It was rough.
Yeah, it was a rough game.
So maybe if they sort of died less in the bot lane all the time, then maybe there was more for hope. But XL, hold on.
10-0.
They don't let it wait for them. They're 10-0. That was the test. That's like the final boss. You can beat Kerberos and Tryndamere.
You won the split.
Yeah.
Might as well sign your name on the European Masters papers there already.
Yeah, I've just heard admin Magnus just said it's over now. We close up. We're done. The split's over. XL beat Kerberos Tryndamere. That was the final boss.
What a game. I don't even want to analyze it. Let's take a look at the schedule for next week. I don't even want to analyze that game. It was beautiful. I think we should just let it sit. You got Envision versus Phelan. I think that will actually be a really good game. Demise versus Barrage. M&M versus Enclave versus literally I have no idea what I was going to finish with that sentence. I'm so stunned. And Fnatic versus BTXL. That's the premier match to watch out for next week. That should be a good game.
Yeah. And also, the game with Kerberos in is now it's elevated in status.
I feel like everybody just needs to tune into Kerberos games now. Just see what is he going to pick?
Tune into the draft and then see how that goes. And when he brings out someone spicy like this, it's like, cool, we've got a good one, Get your popcorn ready, sit down.
I'm actually crying, I'm sorry. It was too good.
It was so sad. Can we all just say a prayer for King Kerberos? He died too soon. He did his best.
I know. It was a beautiful sight to behold.
Everyone's had that game in solo queue where you've tried a 1v9, you brought out your signature champ, you're like, I'm on a losing streak, I just need to go all out this last time, master. And you drop the training rates, you bring out the Tryndamere, and it wasn't enough. But at least he put everything into it.
He did. He put his heart and soul into that performance, but BTXL still reign undefeated in the UKLC. We'll see you next week.